now that we're
Oh,
past...
you say you weren't recording that?
No, unfortunately I didn't record all the talk about sexy anime girls and Killian's perversions. I thought it best to leave
That's a very wholesome show.
Sure, yeah, I believe you.
Oh, excellent blackmail material.
Yeah, blackmail material for the Blackstaff. Speaking of which, segue. You are standing before Mount Waterdeep. It's a fairly imposing mountain. You look up it. It's covered it's fairly grassy, but there are steep, like, rocky inclines, scree slopes. As you're kind of looking up, you notice a pair of griffins flying around the peak of the mountain, going, "Rah, we're griffins, gah!"
Monsters.
But as you're looking up, that's what you see, and you guess that if Vajra like puts you here, this is kind of where you need to start your climb, and if you just kind of follow the natural path of the mountain, it'll probably eventually take you to Halam's cave.
Oh, well. Oh, let's get climbing.
All right. So it's going to take a while. In fact, it takes... I think by the time you finish the climb, it'll be dark. Like,
Good.
Yeah, good for you. The sun will have definitely set. It being, like, coming up to winter, it will be fairly pitch black for everyone, besides a little bit of moonlight that gets covered up by cloud from time to time. But it is a brutal climb, and I need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, shit.
I may be a minute doing that.
Oh, no!
My roll just died.
Oh, yeah, mine did that.
Alright. Fluke, could you roll a d4 for me?
You gain that many levels of exhaustion, and you die.
You gain 4 levels of exhaustion.
Oh, shit!
Jesus.
Wait, really?
Yeah, really. You gain 4 levels of exhaustion.
Oh, this has all gone very...
Weren't you already on one?
For me.
I believe...
Sorry.
No, she wasn't.
I believe she passed, so I think Jessie should be just on 4.
Sorry, I didn't hear any of that. My Discord went really Dalek-y.
You had a weird internet glitch, I think, because you also disappeared for a sec. You gained 4 levels of exhaustion.
Oh no! What does that do? Am I a zombie?
Max hit points are halved. Your speed is halved.
Oh my god!
You've disadvantage on pretty much everything.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh my god.
One more level, you wouldn't be able to walk.
That's... If you were...
And one more, you die.
I just wanted to note it automatically puts 6 death in a second comment by itself. I didn't do that for dramatic effect.
Yeah,
I'm just going to try and make...
Yeah, you're fine
okay,
too. So
I'm fine.
The rest of you manage it okay, but for Fluke, I think it's a case of, you were shot the other day.
And I've still not slept.
You've not slept. I think you aggravate the wound somewhat, and by the end of it, you are pale, shaking, and the wound has not closed properly. You definitely need some bed rest for a while after this to recover properly. It's going to take a few days of sleep, but you are as tired as you feel. You feel physically unwell. You're so tired.
Fluke's not looking so good. Should she go back?
I think I need some food and like maybe another pumpkin drink and maybe a snooze.
She did give you the pumpkin mochas in takeaway cups.
She'll just be like sipping her little pumpkin. Like, I'm sure this will make me better.
Oh, I can't, Fluke. Can't have you slowing us down now, can I? He's gonna give Fluke a piggyback.
Ooh, okay. Oh my god, you can see so much from up here.
Once again, although he is a barbarian and very strong, Brian is under 6 foot tall. He's actually like 5'6", I believe it was.
Oh, still taller than her.
Still a little tall.
And she's on a mountain and delirious.
That's true. So you guys,
5'3". That's it.
5'3". You guys scale this mountain in good order. Bryn carrying a very sleepy Fluke with them. And yeah, you eventually you reach the top, and you can see there is a bit of light coming from a dark cave up ahead. And standing in front of this cave, it's like a little bit of firelight coming from the cave. You can see a figure in robes, standing, pacing backwards and forwards.
Is that our fella?
All right there.
You call out, and the figure pacing stops, turns, looks in your direction, and you hear a strong young voice call out, "Who's there?"
Oh, just some travellers.
Travelers. Up here, there's nothing to travel to.
We were sent by Blackstaff. Apparently, a friend of hers isn't responding. It's a monkey fella.
Clam?
Yeah,
That's
that
the one.
sounds right.
Fucking
She's
old
worried about him.
prick.
So we've heard.
Climbed up this mountain, fasted outside the door for a week, did every task he sent me. I went and got his food, I went and got his laundry for him, and he wouldn't talk to me after that. I came up here to learn about the way of the Sacred Hand, and he's taught me nothing. Nothing!
Have you seen him?
Yes, I've seen him, he's in the bloody cave.
Well,
Well,
most of us have died the last few days and has spent the rest of the time shoveling shit since then, so,
Well, if you're wanting to learn from him, he'll teach you nothing. Oh,
what's your
bastard.
name?
My name? My name is Fekin Dahano. Fekin Dahamo.
Feckin' don't know.
Fekin Dahamo.
Well, fucking. Once we're done here and we're heading back, we're probably heading back to a pub. You're free to come along. Just need to find the man and have a chat.
No luck. He's not taught me anything. I need to prove myself to him somehow. He
Maybe-
eyes you all. Like, maybe if I show my physical power, he'll be more
Maybe
seriously.
he's teaching you how to be patient and angry at the same time.
Why would... What?
You'll have to
That
teach her how to-
sounds... It sounds wise to me.
You'll have to teach her how to put your teeth back in if you start messing with us, too.
You think
Look, we're just here to talk to him, right? We don't want any trouble. Obviously, you're a bit pissed off. I can understand that. But we're not in a good mood here. We just need to see he's alright.
Well, you're not going in unless you can pass me, Feking Diamo.
I tell him that his good friend and leader of one of the largest organizations in the city has been turned away by you.
I'm not your messenger.
I'd like to cast a spell.
Sure. Does it have somatic and verbal components?
Yes.
Because if he sees you casting a spell, he will react, you know. Well,
It's not casting a spell.
Alright. What spell are you casting?
Sleep.
Sleep? Okay. Go ahead and cast it.
Is this guy an elf?
Alright, you cast your sleep spell. You see he like briefly kind of flutters his eyelashes and then goes, justification. And goes into a martial arts stance. Could I get everyone to roll initiative for me?
No.
There's the important thing I haven't quite done yet. That's not the button.
Do I have disadvantage on initiative?
Yeah, you would do actually.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
I think I have as well.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a ability check.
I can't find my. Oh yeah, there it is. Derp.
See, there's an easy way to do that. There we go. Disadvantage.
Oh.
What
Sorry,
a name. Oh yeah, I didn't have a token selected.
I don't know. Do you want to lower me to 15? I accidentally didn't select my token on my first roll.
Sure. 15.
Yeah,
Went
if
from
you
a 6 to a 2.
you lower me to a 9 as well. Or I will. Actually, I can. It's fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And you can actually change it in these. In the cog thing under attributes, you can change your initiative style. I found out by playing a ranger in another game. And I was wondering why I kept rolling twice.
Okay, so I need to. Why have I completely blanked on how to put it into descending? There we go. There's the cog. Descending. Alright. Bruni, you're the first to react. You can see this frustrated young man. Looks like he's intent on taking his frustrations out on you lot. What do you do? One more thing. You used your wild magic Tides of Chaos thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Roll a D100 for me.
Oh, shit.
This might end very quickly.
43. I'll tell you right now, I know that's not the fireball.
Yeah.
We all
I believe that's like 17 or so.
I believe the fireball is 7, if that if memory serves. So what that is, 43. For the next minute, you can teleport up to 20 feet as a bonus action on each of your turns.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Most of them are actually very beneficial.
Mm.
Bruni, you were the first to react. You see this guy kind of clenches his fists and goes, I'll prove to him I'm worth his time.
Alright. Brynny's gonna pull out one of her daggers and just like sidle up to him and, as usual, try to slash across the leg, try to take the guy down so he can't keep fighting.
Okay.
So, non-lethal attack is what I'm saying. So one dagger out. That's a 17 for 7 because I wouldn't sneak attack for any reason, I believe.
I mean, you would be as effective as you can be. I imagine. I don't see why you wouldn't sneak attack.
Yeah, I don't think she can.
Oh no, I mean there's
Oh
no
yeah,
one
you're
next
not
to it.
a swashbuckler yet. Yeah, you hack across his leg. He gasps in pain and sort of changes his stance to protect that leg. Do you do anything else?
That's it.
All right.
No, I'll stay where I am.
Right, he's going to move here. He is going to try and punch Brynny. So cracks out with a fist. Does a 14 hit you?
Nope, just misses.
Tries to hit you again. Yeah. Critting you.
Oh!
Yep.
For some reason, there's no damage roll on that, though, so 2d.
That's okay. Don't need damage.
Yeah, who needs damage, right? Hitting you for 10 damage.
Okay,
And-
5 hit points.
Could you make a Constitution saving throw for me?
Out of interest, ooh.
Out of interest.
Well, I was going to say, Fluke with your max hit points halved. Is it still higher than Errol?
My max hit points, I think it's 8. It was 17. So I think
Okay.
round.
Okay.
So
So
you
beat
beat
by 1.
So you beat me by 1.
good.
Speaking of Errol, punch to Errol. But
Oh, hi.
I
That
think
misses.
you actually block a punch coming towards you, like in a moment of panic.
I just do a drunken sway back.
And he, goes down low, fists up, and it looks like he's set on trying to box all of your ears in. Brynny, you are stunned. And then it is Erlian's go.
Well, actually, use up bonus action teleport to get the hell out of the way.
What does it look like when you suddenly gain the ability to teleport?
I disappear in a cloud of moths and appear in a cloud of butterflies.
Ooh.
So he tries to punch you, but you burst into a cloud of butterflies as you stagger backwards, kind of moths as you stagger backwards, and reappear as a cloud of butterflies.
Huh. Anyway.
That's new.
Calm down. I'll do my typical miss.
You unfortunately miss. Your ray of frost goes wide. You're not used to teleporting around the place.
Ooh.
And
Anything
I'll
else?
run off.
Okay. Bryn, sorry, it's your go. Brian and Brynny.
Think of Brian, but more nautical.
Brian.
All right. I step Fluke down. I take out my anchor, and I let loose my rebel cry. As I run forward, screaming my dolphin battle cries. Activate. And I take a swing. Ooh, that was a bad one.
13 misses, unfortunately.
I forgot to say
step
reckless.
aside.
I'm a moron.
You'll get the hang of it eventually.
Yep, that's me. I gotta make a new one for reckless.
Okay. Fluke, it's your go.
Okay,
You are tired
Fluke.
and sore, and you're pretty sure there's still a bullet inside you.
She's sort of like, she's been propped down by Brian and she's just going to sort of like move back 15 feet.
Real quick,
And do a
I meant to do
little-
this earlier.
Yeah?
Everyone take inspiration in general for RPing and stuff recently. I meant to give it to you at the beginning of the session.
Yeah.
Right, so Fluke staggers back a few steps.
Yeah, and she sort of does a little half-hearted sacred flame. La 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 la.
Okay, he attempts to do a cool backflip and does a cool backflip, landing on his feet and going, "Yeah, see that? That's fucking cardio."
Oh, I missed him.
That's pretty good.
You see, he starts like doing like squats where he's standing, like, "Yeah, come on."
That's my turn.
All right, Brynny, you are stunned. So your turn ends, unfortunately. And as you recover, you're like, "Oh, what happened? I got punched upside the head by some CrossFit asshole."
I don't make it until the end of his turn.
Did you know I CrossFit?
He is going to try and clock you in the head again. 19, I take, hits you.
That's a 25. I'm still to the end of his turn.
Oh, okay.
End of his turn.
It says it there at the end of that.
Oh shit.
Ooh. So he smacks you across the head, knocking you unconscious. He is not trying to kill you, although I'm sure that isn't double your hit points, but
He's just double checking, but no, I'm good. -8. I'm
claps
down.
Brynny across the head. She goes to the ground. He's like, "Yeah, fucking noob." Turns around, looks at Brian. It's like, "Right, you're next, fish boy," and punches you twice, or tries to anyway. 1, 2.
Yep. Nope.
Could you make a con save on that first one for me? You're good, but you do get punched for 1d8 plus 3. 6 damage. Gives you a quick
Down
jab.
3.
I think that's
That's 3 from rage.
Okay, and then it is Erlon's go.
It's a good thing I was able to deflect his fist with my forehead. Could have been bad otherwise.
I imagine that would be how you block. You just headbutt the fist as it comes in.
Are you sure you want to be doing this? What's this going to achieve?
Make him know I'm tough, that I'm worthy to worship Tyr.
That's pretty obvious already, mate.
Yeah, I mean, he's still, like, fighting.
Okay, I'll shoot and rate him.
You miss.
Miss horribly.
Oh.
But your heart's not in it.
Yeah.
Brian, it's your go.
I hit Harold.
Now I'm reckless. Swing! Oh, yeah!
Ooh. Yeah, that hits him for 15. You crash your anvil into him, and he staggers backwards and goes, "Who uses an anvil? I mean, stupid."
Hey, I don't use an anvil.
You know, a sea anvil. An anvil of the sea. Shut up. Fluke, I think it's your go.
Yeah, that must have hit it pretty harder than I thought.
Fluke is going to send a healing word to Brinny.
Okay. Brinny, you hear 4 hit points.
Something.
Thank you.
And she's gonna back up a bit more. And I think that's it for now. Oh wait, yeah, no, I can. Oh, I can do a cantrip, can't I? It's an action.
Yep.
Yes, I can. I will. She'll try and aim better.
I'll try and be better. Alright.
Think you can pass a dex save, monk?
Let's find
Come
out.
on, natural 1.
Oh!
So close.
He does a forward flip this time. And then like goes down low and starts doing push-ups.
Almost had him.
Damn circus trash.
Brinny, it's your go. You are prone. You can see this guy is doing push-ups next to you.
But that's kind of like being prone, right?
Kind of, but not quite. He's a monk. You know, he can do the clap stand-ups. So
Yep.
Right. I'm going to stand up and pull out my other dagger. And again, his tendons will be pretty much on display if he's doing push-ups. So
yeah, he makes sure the clothing he wears shows off his legs and their like impressive calf definition.
So once again, my goal is to knock the guy down and clock him hard enough that he can't fight. So non-lethal main hand attack.
15 misses, I think. Let me check. Yes, he just dodges out of the way, like lifting one of his legs up, and does that like show-offy martial art thing where he kind of holds it in the air, you know, and keeps his posture very straight.
Alright, well, as he dodges that, I'm going to slash back in with my other dagger. Not quite as skilled, and that's a natural 1.
You hurl the dagger out of your hand, throwing it across, and as you do, you see it flies for a little while, and then a old man who is standing just behind Fecking Damo catches it just before it hits him in the face. Yeah.
Sorry!
Look, you're not sure how you missed him, but it appeared as if this fellow was sneaking up on Fecking Damo and narrowly catches the dagger before it strikes him. Unfortunately, Fecking Dino doesn't notice him and continues to strike at you both. So
Shadow monk, definitely.
So these two are on Brinny, or on Brian, sorry. One, oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. Brian, these are on you. 16, does that hit?
Yep, just.
And then one on Brinny, which I take it hits. Okay, so on Brian, on Brinny.
Down I go again.
Doof. So you get up, you hack at him, you throw this knife, You're momentarily distracted as this old man catches the knife in midair, and then as you just get clocked right in the face by this guy, and he stands over you and goes, "I'm going to prove my worth. I will be the next champion of Tyr. You'll see, you'll..." And as he's saying that, this old man just, claps him on the back as hard as he can. The guy has to make a con save.
Oh, long death. This guy's fucked.
Guy goes, "I'll prove it. I am the best. I will be the next." Claps from the back, just reaches out, gently squeezes his shoulder, and the guy's body goes limp. The old man catches him as he's falling, sort of gently holds him for a second, and then shakes his head and goes, "Oh, young Viking, you are such an asshole." And then German suplexes him into the ground behind him.
Tosses him off the mountain.
Lifts him up over his head, slams him into the ground as hard as he can, and goes, "That is for forgetting the milk when I sent you to get my bloody groceries." Looks over at the rest of you. "What do you guys want?" "Your cat's dead."
No, she isn't.
Looks down. "Oh. I suppose..."
Don't you kill her! Don't you kill her!
"What? I'm not going to kill a cat. That's mean. I mean, I'm a dog person, but I like cats." "Come on."
Would you be harm?
Halm, yeah, I'm Halm. And Halm picks up Brynny and starts walking off towards his cave.
Should we help her? Oh, yeah, it was non-lethal. She's not bleeding out. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
She doesn't really bleeding out. She just got punched in the face really hard. Halm carries your cat into the nearby cave and begins looking around and goes, "Alright, healing potion. Healing potion. Where the fuck did I leave it? Ah, here's one. Wait, can any of you cast healing spells? These things are expensive."
I can, yeah. I mean, but you've got to promise you're not going to punch us anymore, because I can only do it one more time.
I mean, I haven't punched you at all yet. That was Fekam. He's an asshole.
Wait, what?
By the way,
Okay, as long as you keep him unconscious while we're here.
I will gladly continue to render that showy CrossFit asshole unconscious for the rest of the night.
by the way, this entire time we've been talking, Brian's actually been standing on him.
Been standing on Fecking?
He's on the floor, just kind of splayed out, and Brian's just kind of standing on him, just arms crossed, just
making
talking
sure.
away. Yep.
I apologize for him.
Oh, that's a great cure wounds right there.
Ham looks and goes, "Wow, the power of your god truly mystifies me."
You're alright, I've only had one coffee.
That's fair. And
She's feeling a bit worse for wear right now.
he sniffs the air
Poor Sheila.
and goes, "Wait a moment. Pumpkin spice mocha. You're from Vajra."
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, we are.
Let me guess. She's wanting some sort of pearl of wisdom from Halm, the old hermit in the mountain. That's what her stupid little messages into my head have been. That is incredibly invasive, by the way. I mean, you know,
I do
one of the
agree.
times I was sitting out back having a crap, and just suddenly in my head, status report, Halm, like I've not got much going on up here.
I don't even like my own voice in my head.
Hey, baby, you should have given her exact status on what was going on. Might
And you
stop
sent
for a future.
Roll a charisma save, Errol. 9. What's with your constant disadvantage thing, by the way? Your ones always come up at disadvantage for me. The 9 is silvered out right now.
I think that's advantage, isn't it?
Yeah,
advantage, yeah.
it's the only way I could find to get to roll 2.
Oh, okay. Weird. He just kind of stares at you blankly for a second and then just shakes his head. He's like, well, here you are. You found me.
Well, we're mostly just sent up here to see if you're alright. The lady was getting worried about you.
Oh, I'm fine. I just don't like being on the beck and call of some whippersnapper archmage who isn't even old enough to be casting fly, let alone disintegration spells. I mean, when I was young, an archmage had to at least be grey-haired and have a beard. And we've got this young woman who's wearing trousers and hiring mercenaries rather than summoning demons. It's... what is the world coming to?
So do you want us to tell her to stop calling you?
Yes, that would be nice.
I heard it's something you can handle through the courts if you're looking for a way to do it.
Handle what for the courts?
Well, if someone's harassing you, you can get the courts to place some kind of order on them.
It's fine. I suppose technically we're allies.
Oh? You part of the Force Grey as well yourself?
No, I'm a member of the Sacred Hand. It's the Way of the Sacred Fist. Let me check this. I am the Grand Master of the Order of Even Hand. We're a small monastic group devoted to Tyr.
Yeah, small's right.
And we are,
They're just kind of looking around at this little cave with one annoying asshole hearing him.
He gives you like a grumpy old man eye, and it's like, hey, there are other members of my order. They're just not here. I came up here to get away from people, and they're nagging, and they're, oh, how, teach me valuable knowledge. Oh, how, save my family from this dragon. Oh, how, pay for your drink. It gets exhausting.
When was the last time people just came and wanted to chill with you?
Well, it had been before my weed dealer died. Bless his soul.
Oh, we should have brought Harold.
Well,
Speaking of souls,
He's over there.
I mean, if you're looking for some drug, if you're looking for something to help pass the time, I might have something.
He looks at you like, young man, are you trying to offer me a martial arts master and a member of the Order of the Gauntlet narcotics?
Oh, that's an
I hear nothing.
Gareth and Jesse both just froze up at the same time right after that. I thought that was Gareth panicking about answering the question.
What he said was, young man, are you offering me the Grand Master of the Way of the Even Hand and a member of the Order of the Gauntlet?
That's better.
Oh, are you only just
I don't think I heard
now?
that either. Alright,
Yes. Yeah, our internet just went like. Yeah.
I heard it that time.
You know, I love role
Young
playing.
man,
I love playing
are you-
D&D online, but there's still nothing as good as playing around a table with people who aren't on the internet.
Yes. Yeah.
And the answer to your question is, perhaps.
Roll a charisma check for me.
Okay, I've got to use Tides of Chaos on this, so I'm not rolling at disadvantage.
Okay.
Charisma check. Oh, why that helped.
The hot 6.
Yep.
He leans in real close and looks at you and is like, you know, when I was a kid, when I was a young man, we didn't let Drow into Waterdeep. Back then I chose to live in the city. And he leans back. It's like, look.
All right. We know that you're bigoted. Don't stuff. So we just need to know if you know of any threats to, and then we'll bugger off.
Roll a charisma check for me. See if any of you are able to make Clown like you. This is your greatest challenge, to make an old grumpy person, be helpful.
Charisma check.
I feel the only one who can possibly pass this should be Kevin.
Shame him at disadvantage.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin, I know it could be you or Brian, but if anyone here has experience dealing with old grumpy people, I mean, it's you.
It's the cat.
This is your moment. So you can see this guy, like, you're fairly insightful, I think Brittany is, isn't he? That's one of her things.
Would you like to, I don't know, have some tea or something instead?
I feel you're just going back to bribing me.
No, but maybe we just make this conversation a little less confrontational. We can sit down and drink a little. I mean, I don't know much about what your monk order does, but surely variety and a change up in your normal routine is probably somewhat welcome. Even if only as a momentary diversion.
Sure. We'll brew some tea. And he stands up. He has like a wee kettle that he puts in the thing. And goes, I came up here to get away from the city for a bit. Things down there are a bit chaotic at the moment. A lot of noise, a lot of strange energy in the city. People coming and going, new faces. Gets a bit much, don't you think?
It can be a little overwhelming, but exciting, and there's certainly always something to do and see. We help up with the people who gather dung sometimes, and even that finds ways to be interesting occasionally. I'm just sorry you haven't met our bard. He could probably dress this up in slightly more interesting language than me, but I'd never stayed in this city for too long before. It's all new and exciting to me.
Well, I do find myself wondering if that city down there feels like a powder keg. The summer was too hot. The winter's too wet. This autumn's too wet. I think people are going a bit nuts down there.
My master used to always say any large group of people is essentially a powder keg. Most of the time they just kind of don't go off.
And do you think it's best that the powder keg doesn't go off? I've been around a long time, and occasionally it takes everything burning down or some of the dead flesh getting cut away for things to improve.
He also used to say most of the time the powder keg will go off because someone tries to make it happen. We can probably keep it from... or people can probably keep it from going off. Some people anyway.
And you think it's a good idea to keep that powder keg from going off? Give me a reason why. Why should that city down there keep going on? As it is. Chaotic. Filled with people at each other's throat and looking out for nothing but themselves.
Well, I'm
Filled
not saying
with
it
people like
shouldn't.
fecking Damo. CrossFit asshole.
I mean, I would never claim change is a bad thing and should be avoided, but anyone dying is a bad thing. Any loss of potential, anyone who could potentially have done great things just being killed off for the greater good is a bad thing.
Roll a charisma check for me.
I'll just roll the save because it's the same.
17.
Ooh.
Nice.
Dealing with grumpy old people. It's Kevin's forte.
You will know the first thing I said was, "Do you want a cup of tea?" If you think I don't say that 200 times at work, you've got another fucking coming.
For a guy who doesn't drink tea, you sure have to make a lot of it.
He looks thoughtful for a moment and goes, I don't really like that city. I don't really like the people in it, but I did once dedicate myself to protecting people like that, and I need to remember that from time to time. Even if they're assholes, they've got the potential to stop being assholes.
What did you used to do when you were young in the city?
He looks at you and in all seriousness says, I punched dragons in the face.
Okay, my next point wouldn't have worked very well.
Tell Vajra I've been meditating on it. It's a bit cryptic and assholey, but I'm a monk, so bear with me. Evil's twin hides its face for now. Expect that to change before winter's end.
Do we need to type that?
Here, I'll put it in chat for
Oh, whoops! I was meant to be writing that in my notes. Whoops.
Let her know that. She'll have an idea what I'm talking about.
I know you've been very kind to us, considering we are invading your personal space and helping someone who's personally annoying you.
Nice man.
And we are helping someone who's been personally annoying you continue to annoy. I do apologize for this request, but climbing up here was hard, and as you can see from my friend Fluke here, it's been very tough on some of us. Have you any advice for getting down the mountain in such a way that we don't exhaust ourselves to death?
I mean, did you take the stair lift?
No. They told us it wasn't operating. God damn it.
We can then just cut to you guys all down the mountain.
Before we go, Brian's got to go up to grab the old man before he. Yeah. Do you want to see one of my my ancient techniques?
Sir, your friend already passed the charisma saving throw portion of this challenge.
I hold out my finger.
Talk to me.
I pull my finger.
Looks down, looks at your finger. Could you make a charisma saving throw? No, sorry, a constitution saving throw for me.
Oh.
Nice, you pass. So that means rather than immediately falling to 0 hit points. Alright, he grabs your finger and twists up just a little bit, and you fall to one knee, and then twists a little more, and everyone just sees Brian's eyes roll back, and he passes out.
As I go down, just hear a.
Roll a charisma saving throw. So the room fills with fog, fog in all the air, and in the foggy cloud, no one can see anything, but they just hear Helm go, yeah, he shot himself. That happens sometimes.
You said you wasn't gonna. How am I supposed to heal him?
He pulls off one of Brian's shoes, checks each toe, and no, not that. It's a little different on Tritons. They have there we go, and squeezes a pressure point on your foot, and you wake back up with all your hit points back.
Oh well, it's not usually that forceful.
You farted to death, Brian.
I was meant to show him my tricks, but
I've never seen that before.
Oh, I must have emptied myself a bit too much. Oh.
Just as a reminder that this much fog.
Yeah.
I mean, you're in the cave as well. Actually, the map is no longer really relevant. You just in the cave with fog.
It sounded the noise was like halfway between a parp and a foghorn.
But yeah, after that, he sends you on your way. You make your way. I mean, unless you want to try and spend the night here with Ham,
I
or
was just trying to make it funny.
you have two options: you spend the night in Ham's cave, or you try and walk down a mountain in the middle of the night. Which seems more dangerous?
No.
Oh,
We're gonna have to do it either way if we want to be in time for work tomorrow.
Oh, good. Work before.
How long does it take? How long does it take to get down a mountain?
Probably
That's
not.
fine. Harold can do it.
Well, it's it's not actually that late. It just got dark early. It's only like 7 in the night at 7 at night.
How long did it take to get up? Probably
Like 4 or 5 hours.
make it down like 3 or so.
Yeah, you reckon if you go down, you'll get home before it's too late.
If I carry Fluke, will she not have to make saves?
There's no saves anyway on the way down. Just on the way
Okay,
up.
cool. Yeah,
okay.
Going up the
That's
mountain's
good.
hard. Down is easy.
yeah, okay.
Thank you for the offer.
That'd be a really shitty way to do.
Tripped on a rock and just was falling down.
Just death from poor
Oh.
cardio.
I think Fluke is definitely taking tomorrow off work.
Yeah. Fluke can probably have a line. Yeah, alright, we'll head back down then if it's
Yeah, no, that's no trouble. You head back down. You make it back to Troll Skull Manor, or Troll Skull Alley, which is where your manor is. I think on the way though, you do run it. You have a sort of run in with a neighbor. On the way down, as you're entering the house, you look round the corner, and you can see standing against the wall over here is a figure. They are wearing a
trench
black.
coat.
Yep, they are wearing a black fedora hat and a medieval version of a trench coat, and they are smoking a hand-rolled cigarette. And they see you just on your way into the house. They look across in your direction. And as they look, you can just all make out, because it's very quiet, it's the middle of the night, you can hear coming across in the air a voice going, They were one of the oddest groups that Vincent Trench had ever seen. A strange group of reprobates moving through the night alleys, wounded from a day's troublemaking, and tired from whatever dastardly deeds they'd been up to. Who were these strange denizens of Troll Skull Manor?
So I go into the mountain.
Yeah.
While you heard this, this figure's mouth did not move.
Yeah. I'll politely clap.
Shit.
I think I must be really tired. I'm hearing stuff.
I heard it as well.
I'm hearing like stories about my life.
You see the figure nod in your direction, stub out his cigarette on the ground, and he sort of steps backwards and disappears into the shadows.
You gonna pick that up? Right.
It's a
Right
nice
outside our
street.
house.
Do you run around the corner, Brian?
Yeah.
All right, so you run around the corner. You can see this figure like wandering away. However, you see another figure who was standing just out of your sight beforehand. There is a halfling with a small halfling in kind of like a comfortable silk blouse with kind of frills on it, and a little book that he's scribbling in. And as you come around the corner, you went, as Vincent Trench made his way through the dark streets, a strange fishman charged after. What? Vincent Trench knew that this might be one of the more dangerous encounters he'd had today. No, that doesn't work. He scribbles out something on the bit of paper.
do an illusion check on that on Vincent.
You do a what?
I was going to say I try to disbelief Vincent in case he's just an illusion. Oh, fuck off! No,
I mean, no. This figure turns around.
not him again.
This it was just the first thing I grabbed. This figure turns around and looks at you and goes, "Oh, you must be my new neighbors. I'm Vincent French." He comes forward.
G'day. Wait, which one's talking?
The guy in the trench coat with the hat is talking.
Oh. Is he human?
He appears to be human, yeah. Human, wearing a trench coat and a nice hat, and a fedora hat.
Good to meet you. Put out my hand.
Yeah, he comes up, reaches out, takes your hand in a firm grip. As he does, the little halfling goes, "He took Vincent's hand in his scaly embrace. His grip surprisingly strong. A workman's hands. Hey, could you..." And then Vincent looks at him and goes, Could you leave it just for now?" And he's like, "Oh, sorry, Mr. Trench, sorry." And Vincent goes, "Sorry about that. He's eager."
That's fine. Here, pick up the cigarette butt and put it in his hand.
He looks at
You
it.
dropped this.
Yes, I did.
So I'm a bit of an environmentalist, I guess. So where do you live around here? Who's this fella?
He looks around like, what do you want me to do with it now instead of putting it on the floor? He doesn't know what to do with it other than that.
We've been working with a lot of shit shovelers last few days.
He
don't want to be
nods,
getting any more work.
looks around and he reaches over and just puts it on the halfling. And he's like,
That'll do.
Yeah, that will work.
So what's
Nice to meet
you
you.
two?
I'm Vincent Trench. I'm a private investigator with the...
Oh.
I'm a neighbor of yours. And he points, and you can see behind him there is a building. It has a sign on it, but the sign doesn't have any words on it. It just has a pair of luminous cat's eyes. And he goes, I'm a private detective. Tiger's Eye is the name of my company.
Alright. It's
This
even a fight.
This little fellow here is Perret. He's writing. He's writing a book about me. The Trench Files.
Did you ask for this, or has he kind of decided to do it himself?
He gives me a portion of the profits.
Well,
Yes,
no to that.
the Trench Files have actually been selling very well. We're on to book number 6.
Oh, cool. Are they all just kind of like things like today?
To be honest, today was a bit of a slow one. But, gotta stick around, go through the molasses until you find the more interesting sort of meat to get into. Wait, no, that analogy doesn't really work. Damn it. He kind of begins to scribble in his book. He goes, "It's late, Perret. Maybe just leave it for today." It's like, yes, I suppose I should be heading home. It's a pleasure to see you, Mr. Trench. I'll see you again, same time tomorrow. Maybe there'll be more adventure. And the little halfling runs off. And Vincent Trench watches him go, shaking his head as he does. It's like, if that little bastard didn't make me so much money.
So you're a PI, is it?
Yes, for several years now.
Are you any good at the supernatural? Maybe some ghosts, maybe? Something about the removal of ghosts?
He
You want to go to that?
a little, and it's like, not really my forte. I'm more gathering information, letting people know if their wives are cheating on them. I can discover almost anything in the city for the right price.
Well, let's say that there was a ghost, right? Just someone's house, not ours, just in a house, and he was like a barman, and he wanted to pass on. Let's say, I suppose you could find out something about this person's past and maybe help a guy out. No, it's a neighborly thing.
I could have a look into it.
That's good. It's good.
We're neighbors, so I won't charge you the full price. Say 20 gold, and I'll dig up as much information on the old bartender as I can.
Yeah, and any rumors related to maybe hauntings or paranormal activity, you sort that out too, right?
I mean, I can find out about it.
I want the history of this house. I want to know, make sure, alright? It's weird shit's been going down there, and I want to make sure it's safe, okay?
Yeah, 20
I'll
gold,
pay you.
and I can
Okay.
I'll dig up as much information on it as I can.
Alright, perfect. Make sure to report back to me. Don't talk to the others. No one else in the house. They'll just laugh at you, alright? Same to me.
Okay. I'll need half up front.
Alright, I can do that.
So you give him 9 gold pieces.
I give him 10 gold now.
You give him 10 gold pieces. I don't know why I said 9.
Yeah.
He takes the 10 gold pieces, grins a little bit, coughs, and goes, I'll look into this, see what I can find out. Remember, if you need anything, Tiger's Eye. He points at the shop.
That's right. Alright. Gotcha, mate. Just keep on down there, alright?
I'm always on the down low, Brian. Always on the down low. And he turns, and with the jazzy playing of trumpets, heads off into his house.
That was weird. That was weird. Okay.
We need to find like a theme for Vincent Trench for the future. Right, and you guys all go to Trollskull Manor, and everyone, you all head inside, and you can all head to your rooms and have a sleep.
Yeah. Fluke will grab a few things out of the pantry.
You don't really have anything in the pantry yet. You're gonna have to.
Oh no! She'll grab the sweets she got from the urchin.
That you can do. You can take the sweet you stole from the urchin. You know.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Brian kisses his lucky rock before he walks in.
All right. So does everyone just head to bed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone
Get Kobolds to give him a bit of a back rub before he go to bed.
All right.
Any of them any masseuse training?
The Kobolds do not have masseuse training.
I go get knocked unconscious, haven't I?
And are not particularly interested in giving you a back rub. Roll a persuasion check to see if you can, get a happy ending here. Or
no, John, I think I'm fine.
Oh, they're that kind of kobold.
Yeah. I'm not making any kind of proposal here.
their choice, not yours.
Oh shit!
Oh yes, they are that kind of kobold.
Damn!
So
If they weren't before.
Brian's like,
we cut to Killian. Brian, maybe Killian, in his bath, soaking in lovely hot water that the kobolds have heated up for you using fire magic. One of the kobolds is giving your shoulders I think there's actually 2 kobolds, one for either shoulder, and they're both using 2 hands to rub a shoulder each. There's another one who's holding a little goblet of wine, just in case you need it. And the last kobold, the kobold sorcerer himself, is singing a gentle, relaxing song for you.
more shanties, mate.
So he's just sitting there singing in Draconic, a relaxing tune.
Do they speak common?
They do, yeah. They speak
Okay,
common.
good.
Just, he sings in Draconic. It's his native language.
Yeah. Oh.
And yeah, you all head off to sleep.
Yeah.
Brian,
Go to my private bath.
you have your lovely relaxing bath. You head to your bed to have a proper sleep. You settle down, your eyes drift off, And midway through the night, your eyes flutter open as you feel there is a presence in your room. You are wonderfully relaxed, though, because of Cobalt Massage, but you do sense a presence in your room.
Angel, is that you?
Okay. You look around, and you can see a figure standing at the foot of your bed. It looks like a figure, like long white flowing gown, long white. You look at it and it looks like a figure but covered in bedclothes. It kind of looks like Michael Myers when he had the crappy ghost costume on, and it floats there. You can see it is floating just slightly off the ground.
I go through the nearest window.
Alright. Brynny, you sleep closest to, I think, yeah? Or actually, I suppose the master bedroom.
Yeah, I'm in the study.
Who's in the
I
master
think
bedroom?
Harold's in the master one, I think.
Oh, okay. So, Brynny, you'd be the only one close enough.
There.
Brynny,
I'm directly above him as well.
okay, I think, Brynny, you're the first one in.
Yeah, actually.
and then Gareth a minute later. You both burst inside. You can see the window has been smashed open. And you both see, you take, by the way, 8 bludgeoning damage.
I fall unconscious.
You see there is a figure, yeah, like a floating figure in a, of a, what's the term? Bed sheet, like just a floating bed sheet floating at the end of Brian's bed. It's fine. It's comedy moment. I'm not going to kill him with it. Just on the floor.
Hi. I would like to examine it closely. Is it a ghost?
It says, "Hi."
Just to be sure now, it's not Fluke, is it? Because this seems like something she might do. And she's clearly not here.
Yeah, it's just a weird floating bed sheet.
Okay, it's not Fluke. What are you doing here?
Don't know. Floating.
Who are you?
Alfred.
I move forward to make space for.
It's one of Kobolds.
Yep.
Yep.
Why are you wearing that bed sheet?
Don't know. Woke up with it on. Just floating here.
Floating?
Do you pull the bed sheet away?
I lift the bed sheet up a little.
Yeah, there's a cobalt just like looks kind of dejected and is just floating there. Slowly, very slowly turning around in a circle.
How are you floating?
Joust.
Oh.
Huh.
I poke him.
He immediately falls to the ground. Cool.
Huh.
Well, I'm going back to bed. Your friend jumped out the window, so he might be dead. Have a nice night, y'all. He heads downstairs.
What do we do now, Arrow?
Guess we check on Brian.
You guys have no trouble picking Brian up, carrying him back, and putting him back in his bed, where he successfully finishes his long rest.
That's probably for the best. If I did fall unconscious, I would be halfway across the city by now.
I am going to leave his hand in a box of water.
Roll a Constitution save for me, Brian.
He's a fish!
Salt water.
You do not wet yourself, although you do feel like wake up with a nice moisturized hand.
A single clean finger.
I don't think fish people get pruny fingers.
Probably not. Okay, one unpruned finger.
Everyone gets a long rest, so you're all back at full hit points, all your spells back.
Yay.
Chessie, you lose 1 point of exhaustion. You still have the...
Okay,
wow.
so I'm down to 3.
You're down to 3.
Okay.
Oh, that's painful.
Yes.
Oh, that D4 is hard.
Oh, well.
Today is the 3rd day of your shit show. What do you want to do?
I mean, I do think Fluke should stay here. She's still a little wobbly, and it's like, tap her.
Yeah, I could do with... I really need some food. Why don't we have any...
Because you've not.
We
got
go to
any-
like the corner shop and just like buy lots of dishes and other nice things. Like maybe not a kebab.
Do you want to like You want to like stock your pantry up?
Yeah.
If you spend like a gold, we can say you like stock your pantry up properly for
Oh, I'll do that.
for everyone to eat for a little while, and you can sort of just you've got food in the pantry.
Absolutely.
Yeah, go for it. So yeah, you spend some gold. Maybe that's what you do. You go out, you buy food for everyone, while the others go off to work, and you sort of spend the day at home, relaxing a little bit and just trying to recover.
Yeah. I mean, if Harold has brought back the bag of shit, she might see if there's an empty barrel lying around. She could put that in.
Yeah, there's definitely empty barrels around. You can put shit in a barrel.
There we go.
Where do you keep your shit barrel?
I think because she's got a little spare room next to her bedroom, so she's going to put the shit barrel in there.
Okay.
Oh.
I mean, she was going to put it in the basement, but the living there, so
They
that's
probably
mean.
like it.
Or she could put it on the balcony.
If anyone's going to try and steal your shit, it's probably the kobolds, to be fair.
What the fuck?
She'll put it in the spare room for now, and if not, she's hoping to shift it soon. But
I mean, you could try and do that today, while the others are out working and keeping.
she wanted to get maybe Errol's help in making it look fancy. So she'll wait till they get back.
See.
How? It's
It's a barrel of poo.
You know, the barrel of shit wasn't very enticing until you put a ribbon on it.
Exactly.
I mean, it's not even a full barrel because you had 2 bags. You weren't carrying around like massive potato sacks of shit.
And like,
Yeah.
I imagine a lot of liquid has seeped out by now, and it's just kind of like gone crusty.
Yeah,
It's literally just all the worst.
yeah. She'll put it on the balcony.
Cool.
Worst comes to worst, it could be a nasty surprise for anyone.
So yeah, anti-theft device. Someone's like, "Oh, I found something on the balcony. What's it? Oh shit!"
I'm not going.
Why? Why did I have this?
Oh, I mean, it's not like we make our
Yes.
own shit in the house. It's just...
There we go. That's Fluke's.
just put the just in the privy, just put the bag in underneath the toilets. Just... Anyway,
so you guys spend the day keeping an eye on the dung sweepers, which is boring, monotonous for the most part, but you're doing it. It's kind of just your job. Fluke, when you're putting the barrel of poop out on the balcony, you've got quite a high passive perception, don't you? Probably about 13 or so.
Yeah, I think, is it
15.
10 plus your perception, so it'd be 15.
Oh wow, do you have a wisdom of 20?
I have.
She's trained.
Wisdom of 16 and I'm trained in it.
Of course. That's how that works. Yeah, looking around, you notice there's a fellow looking through one of your windows. He's like on the ground floor. He can't see you, but there's a human male, and he's looking kind of bald head, kind of tall fella, and he's looking through one of your windows on the street down below.
Oh, sorry, I missed that last bit.
He's looking through one of your windows on the street down below.
Oi! Can I help you?
He jumps a little bit and looks up at you and goes, "What the bloody hell? You ain't no ghost. Who are you? What are you doing in there?"
I live here.
"I thought Volo bought this establishment. That's what I was led to believe and understand."
Yeah, and then he gave it to us, but Volo's not a ghost.
He looks at you like, "I mean, yes." I kind of thinks for a second, and shakes his head. It's like, "That's not what. Yeah, well, what he gave you a building? That doesn't seem right, does it?"
Yeah, well, he killed us first. But it's okay now.
Killed you first, but you're not a ghost, and then he gave you a house.
Yeah.
Right.
He's weird, but nice, I guess.
Oh, alright.
Anyway, why are you looking in my window? What do you want to know about?
I mean, kind of like, well, I was just curious is all. It's quite an impressive building, isn't it? And I thought that maybe Volo would still be up for selling it. He outbid me on buying the property originally. I was hoping to start a tavern.
Oh, well, that's too bad, because we're living here now.
He frowns. You can see, like, he looks a little stung. Like, he's kind of this is that, I don't know, it's maybe this is just something my mum did, but nosing at other people's houses because she wanted them, and then,
Yeah.
you know, is kind of pissed off that other people are living there. He's like, "Right, well, fair enough then. What's your name? This is awkward. Got caught looking through your window. Bit embarrassing."
Stacy?
Alright, Stacy. I'm a McFroon.
McFloon?
Emic Froon.
McFloon.
Froon.
Froom.
You know what, never mind.
I'll call you Mushroom.
He blinks at you a few times and then just turns and walks away. Nope, can't handle this. Yeah. Just wanders off. That's all I have for him at the moment. Your day of looking after professional shit shovelers goes fine. Does anybody want to do anything? Time's just kind of going to pass for a little while. Chessie,
I
you successfully you're going to get 3 days rest, no trouble.
If I have like a break or something like that, I'd like to like nip over to the black staff and let her know what the message was.
I was about to suggest that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. On your way to the black staff, you do run into a familiar figure. A handsome red-haired man.
Hello.
Hello!
Not that.
I don't remember Tom having red hair.
All right.
Chill.
I'm
Push
actually
my
probably
charming
gonna
Welsh.
be drawing the session to a close quite soon.
Oh,
Tom, you don't even know how much shit Harold has shoveled today.
Oh,
Jesus.
yeah. That's just been Harold's day. Has just been dealing with poop. Because
Why?
you
We
were
all thought we
here
were gonna
and
have-
somebody had to do it. They had to go off and do actual adventurer stuff, so somebody had to keep an eye on the poop.
And he drew the short straw.
First, we almost got killed by a mountain. Then some shirtless dude beat the shit out of us. Then there was a grumpy old man. And now there's a ginger, so it's only getting worse from here.
The old man almost one-shot me because I tried to fart.
It's a good reason to one shot somebody.
Oh, I have no idea.
I'll tell you, Tom. Never ask a Grandmaster Monk to pull your finger. That's probably one of my worst
I
ideas.
mean, that's common sense, but I can't blame you for trying.
On your way to Blackstaff Tower, you run into a familiar figure. You run into Floon Blagmar, the gentleman you saved from the sewers. Handsome young man, in his like late 20s. I've actually got I made that wee token for him. I might as well bring it out. Get through all the useless Slayer take tokens. There he is. There's Floon Blagmar. Oh, he's a handsome devil. Look at that. And he
I don't
sees
know how he gets his hair to do that. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's always doing that. And you can see he's like, kind of clothes were a little bit ruffled, and he's like walking out. It's like, oh, like fixing his hair. It's like, Brinny.
Hi there. How are you doing?
Ah, well, good. Just coming from an appointment, actually.
Was it a hair appointment?
No, that's actually tomorrow first thing. I do need to remember that. Quite important. So yes, thank you for reminding me. How are you? How's things been going? How's your adventuring life been?
Well, I'm alive. That's a step better than the last time we met.
I'm so sorry that you got yourselves hurt trying to save me and ended up in debt for trying to save me. It's not what I wanted. I mean, like, I wanted to be saved, don't get me wrong. I really did not want to die. But, yeah, sorry, rambling.
It's okay. Tell you what, you can buy us a drink to make it up for us. Or just me a drink? Eyes, Errol.
That sounds like a good idea. You're staying at Trollskull Manor, yeah?
Yeah, you can come around anytime you like. We're there sometimes. Occasionally.
I might do that. I do a lot of business in the castle ward and in so I'm just double checking what ward Trollskull Manor is in. I think it's what ward was it? It's in the North Ward. I do a lot of business in the North Ward, and I need a place to rest and have a drink sometimes. I might pop round. It didn't look like it was in the best condition last time I went by.
It's still not, but we're getting there.
I believe you. Well, yeah, I'll definitely pop by. Buy you a drink, and he gives you kind of a smile. Where are you off to?
I'm heading to the Blackstaff. I have a message. Do you want to come? Do you want to come with for the walk?
Light up when you say the Blackstaff, and he's like, the Blackstaff.
Is there more than one?
I mean, no, never. There's only one Blackstaff because there's only one black staff. It's like one of the most powerful magical relics in the city.
Okay, but it's the person I'm telling it to, not the staff.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just.
Okay.
Sorry, when I was a kid, I kind of wanted to be a wizard, and I'm a little bit of a fan.
Well, come with me. I can sort of introduce you.
Would you?
Sure. I don't know her that well, but
1 second, and he like runs into an alley, and you hear like it looks like he's opening a bag, and there's like some shuffling and some moving around and stuff. And when he comes back out, he no longer looks like disheveledly handsome. He just looks straight like handsome. Hair's perfect. It looks like he changed his shirt. He comes out, it's like, right, claps his hands together. Yeah, let's go meet the Blackstaff. And he grins happily. So yeah, you go. You see Vajra. Once again, you just go in, open a random door. This time, it doesn't open to her office. Instead, the door opens and she's in. It's quite early. What time would you say you go visit her at?
I guess if I felt I had enough time on like a break from covering the shit jumblers, I would have gone then.
So you probably do it during your like lunch break. So you
I eat rations while I walk,
and you find yourself in a sort of like a tavern room. But that must be somewhere in the tower. It's got like a bar and like lots of cozy booths. It very much has like a college student drinking vibe to it, though. Like lots of booths and lots of big tables, and no matter the time of day, there's a few people in there having a pint while like pointing at books and talking about projects. Only the projects seem to mostly involve different ways of making fireballs work, and how to do the incredibly complicated maths of knowing what
Fireballs and drinking, great mix.
and trying to figure out how to do the incredibly complicated maths of putting a 20-foot radius sphere in a real world like dynamic, and
Problem solving.
threading that needle.
Yep. Then evocation, like, fuck that.
Yeah. Then like there's an evocation wizard just laughing his ass off. And you go in and you see Vajra. Harold, I think you go along for this one because you've not met him yet. So you were busy shoveling shit the other day, but they take you to meet Vajra Safari. She smiles at you. She's sitting having a pint with a few of her
I would also like to imagine that Harold got someone, like, he was like, go do shit shoveling, Harold. I imagine Harold was like, oi mate, take this shovel, it's like magical. If you shovel this shit, you will live forever or something.
Your
And
job
I
wasn't
convinced
actually to
some
shovel
poor
shit,
bloke
it was just to
shoveling
watch
full.
them and make sure they didn't die. But it's nice that you managed to convince some unfortunate child to shovel shit for you.
Yeah.
So Vajra sees you come in, and she smiles. You just open a random door, and you find yourself... I think you come out of the pantry somehow, and because it was the closest door to her. And she sees you and smiles, and it's like, hello there. Nice to see you again. Did you go up the mountain yesterday?
We did. We met the old man, and we met one of his acolytes, and his acolyte wasn't very nice. He beat me to death several times, but other than that...
You have to start dying less. You're going to really rack up a lot of debt if you keep dying. It's just not good for you.
Or you'll just be dead, mate. I'll watch out for that. It's not very good.
This must be the famous Harold I've heard so much about.
Hello, my lady Backstaff, and I do a tremendous bow. It is an honour to be within your presence, someone so powerful within the city.
She gets up, because she was sitting down sort of at the booth, and makes a point of like shaking your hand and going, pleasure to meet you. Volo spoke a great deal about each of you. Said you were a interesting character, I believe were his exact words.
I certainly try to be a character, yes.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Even a paper.
What did Halm say?
Should I be giving you the message with all these people around?
She looks over her shoulder and goes, no, we should probably... Yeah, follow me. And she goes and she opens up that same random door you went through, which leads into the pantry. When she walks into the pantry. Like, quick, come on.
Makes sense to me. Follow into the pantry.
Yeah. She looks around the pantry for a second, reaches out and picks a mouse up off one of the walls, of one of the shelves, looks at it for a second and goes, yep. And she breaks the mouse's neck, and the mouse just turns to like sparkling dust, and goes, students and their familiars. Anyway, what did
Gold, bitch. I look at Brenny suspiciously.
And then she also looks around and goes, who are you? Floon Blagmire. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm a big fan of your work. Uh-huh. I'll wait outside. And he trots outside quickly. And she shakes her head.
So he asked me to tell you that Evil's twin hides its face for now, and expect that to change before winter's end. And also to stop messaging him while he's trying to use the toilet.
She shudders at that mental image. And goes, well, fair enough. I'm sorry to send you up there and to deal with him. I imagine he's a bit disillusioned. He's been in the adventuring game a long time. But thank you for your help. I think it's fair. I will remember each of you for this, and when work comes up for the Grey Hands that I think's within your ability, I will definitely call upon you again.
Yeah, it sounds really interesting. Thank you.
Pleasure. I don't really have any gold to offer you at the moment, but if you go to the bar, say that. Well, hang on a second, and she points in the direction of the bar and whispers to herself. Goes, cool. All right, the barman will give you a free bottle of whiskey.
Does he have milk?
Yes. He'll give you some milk too.
Yay! Thank you.
It is a pleasure. And she opens the door again, and Floon is just standing there, looking kind of waiting, and she blinks. It's like, who are you again?
This is Floon. He's great. You should meet him.
I heard he's rather reasonably priced.
He smiles at her and says, without blinking, and worth every penny. And takes her arm and leads her back to the table and starts chatting with her and her friends. And you can see she's like, okay, and just goes along with it.
It's a puppy.
And you guys are all given. Oh, there's a doggo. Let's see the dog. Show the dog. It's so cute. Aww, he's a chill old dude. You guys are given a bottle of whiskey from the bar. An unopened bottle of dwarven malt. A good Glengoyne.
Ooh, this is fancy shit. We'll save this for a special occasion, guys.
Yeah, you had a party coming up at some stage.
I know. But whiskey isn't party food. Drinks. Nah. It's like special drinks.
Pretty special.
Can any think of a reason for this to be a special occasion?
So the next couple of days swing by fairly uneventfully. You guys wake up, you do your shit shoveling. Is there anything you'd like to do over the next couple of days? Would anybody have any personal sort of things they would want to target?
I would also like to hire the private investigator, but on the down low.
Yeah, sure. You can go visit him at some stage.
We would just meet in the office I don't see anything if you don't.
This is awkward. Yeah, you can go visit.
I would like to continue busking during shit shoveling duties.
You are supposed to actually be there doing a job.
I know I'm supposed to be, but
I was saying it might count against you if you just busk every single day.
I'll do
it on the breaks.
Like when they're on their little lunch break or something, then I'll do a bit of busking or something.
They're all in one place, so it's easier to keep an eye.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And I would
roll
also like
a performance check for me. The kobold growls at you.
No! Bad kobold. Alfred?
Yep.
Stop licking Jarvis's bum. He doesn't like it. Stop it. Now, I had an idea of something the other day of Harold somewhat becoming diligent in the idea of tidying up the bar. So I had an idea of him holding a kobold by the legs and its tail and pushing his tail up and down like a little vacuum cleaner thing.
We definitely.
So I
see
imagine
that
Harold,
during
in the spare time he's had, is trying to big up the tavern and make it serviceable, if he
Okay.
can muster that.
So you will actually just have to sink money into the tavern to truly fix it up. There's holes in the walls. It's in pretty bad condition. But there was a place, the Bent Nail, that could fix it up for you, and he does. Eventually, you get him round, and he quotes that to fix the whole place up properly, it's going to cost about 1,000 gold.
How about just the bar area?
You could probably do the bar for 250. like make the bar presentable, but the rest of the house will still be an absolute shambles. Or you can just like slowly sink it in and it'll fix it up over time. The other thing, but you know, yeah, so he lets you know that's how much it'll cost. But you do.
How much would it take to get all the taps working?
He says he'd have to contact the Brewers Guild and check with them, but probably about 50 gold.
Slap it in his hand. Go on, my son.
Yeah, you can get the tap room. Do you want to set up like a deal with the Brewers Guild to bring you booze every month and keep that filled up?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so let me just check.
That's good.
Guild of Butchers. All right, so you talk to Hamadond Craddock, a Luskin human. He doesn't seem particularly fond of you. Like, he seems to have like a bit of an adventurers, they're no good sort of thing about him. But he likes your coin and sets up the taps for you. And you now have a standing subscription to basically have the bar stocked up. With the cheap stuff for the time being, because you've only spent 50. Yeah, he's a well-dressed man, often seen in the company of a young tiefling woman with spectacles who silently records notes on your conversations. But you now have a constant supply of booze, effectively.
This one does it silently.
However, it is a it's the cheap stuff. I think for 50 gold for now. He's just got the taps running.
Doesn't care if they're plastered. They'll fucking drink anything.
But
I mean, the Kobolds are going to be pissing in one of these probably. So who cares?
He does, however, inform you that there is better stuff, and he gives you like a list of his possible wares, the fineries that you can buy.
This isn't supposed to be a fancy people bar. This is for the workers in this district. This is what it's going to be.
Sir, this is
for the lords and ladies who want to come here to
look. It's your bar.
Have a crate,
it's your
sniff
bar.
little cherry.
Okay, just talk over me then. That's fine.
Sorry.
It's your bar, so you can do what you want with it. This is the North Ward, though. I mean, the houses around here are villas. You might want to consider attracting a more fine clientele. Just an idea.
And who works in these villas?
They have maids.
There is a great big house full of about 3 posh geezers, and then there's usually about 10 servants, and they need someone to go in their evenings. And it may as well be someone nice and convenient, methinks.
He looks thoughtful. He's like, I suppose you're right. Although they're more middle class than the tough working types.
To make do with middle class. If we have to.
It's a start. We're getting our feet. It's going to go well. Trust me.
It's a top-down revolution you're starting, yes.
And then I'll also want to get see if I can round up a couple of musicians who are like keen at doing a few.
Oh, you're far from the stages of being able to open the place. You don't have fucking furniture yet.
I know, but we've got a space. We could do band practices. That's fine.
Yeah,
just need a floor.
Maybe you have a couple of friends who come round sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's still in
like,
really bad.
Come jam with me, mate. I've got taps with beer in it.
Yeah. Then people come in and hurt themselves because there's still nails sticking out of the walls. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you get that sorted out in your time off. Does anybody else want to do something during some of this time they have?
You go.
Okay, I've got 1 or 2. I mean, she'd like to go back to our shop and buy the little purple cage that she saw
Okay.
a little while ago. And
it cost you 6 gold pieces.
6 gold pieces. Okay.
He rolls a d6 and says 6 gold pieces.
Okay. She hands it over and she takes it out and she goes and she breaks it open.
Okay.
And she's like, I don't know if you're a person or not, but if you are, you're free now, okay? And so she does that, and she goes and finds a couple of her old urchin friends, and she gives them each a gold piece. So say that's like 5 people.
Yeah, you give... you probably find Jinx, Nate, and the other one whose name is currently escaping me. And you give them a gold piece, and you give a couple of the other little urchins. And a gold piece is quite a lot of money.
It is, it's a lot.
Yeah, I think that's almost equivalent to something like $50 or so. I don't know.
I know, I almost feel like I should break into Target or something, but she'll, like, yeah.
But no, they're excited.
She can afford it, so...
Yeah. Next time you see them, because they come around every now and then, in particular Jinx, Squiddy, and Nate will pop in the evenings and like try and get you to give them some food and play games with them and stuff. You notice they all get themselves some new like warm clothes because they're coming into the colder months. And Nate actually managed to acquire, because Nate has always carried a wooden sword with her that she made. She upgrades to an actual metal sword.
Oh!
She somehow managed to get
I'm
that
arming the urchin.
Yeah, she has a short sword now on her, which she's quite proud of.
Okay. And only final thing is she'll go see Errol one night.
Yeah?
Be like, Errol,
Yeah?
so...
I love you.
You know I've got this barrel of poo.
Everyone knows you.
Well,
I sleep upwind of that barrel.
yeah, I know. I mean, like, so I was wondering, because you're really good at, like, making people think one thing is another thing. Do you think I could try and sell it as fertilizer, or is it just a barrel of poo?
Well, I think we could do this.
Earl, before you make promises you cannot keep, it's a barrel of shit. No one is going to want... I know you're like, I can sell people almost anything, but at the same time, anybody with the slightest amount of common sense has got... You were thinking of selling it to a professional like herbalist, but there's no way they would buy this. Like, it's just a barrel of poo. I know we've all gotten very invested in the joke of the barrel of poo. It's a barrel of poo.
I think we're going to need to have a very cunning plan if we pull it off.
Okay, so I can't just tie a ribbon on it.
I think they'll see a barrel of poo with a ribbon on it.
Okay.
But if we ask around and find out, if there are any good kind of professional fertilizers around, we could maybe stop by there, see what kind of job they've got going, and maybe imitate their packaging.
Okay. And maybe, do you think, because maybe I should get rid of this, because that sounds like this might take a while. And as you say, you're like sleeping over it. And although it'd be great, like, if old Mushroom comes round again, I could push it on him, because I didn't like him.
Who?
I told you about Mushroom.
I don't think you did.
No, like, this guy called Mushroom came over and he was like, I want it. And I told him to go away.
No, I think... You know what? I'm not sure I told you about this. There is a ghost.
Well, like, an actual ghost?
Yeah. An actual ghost. It's got a... It seems to be haunting Brian.
Oh my god, that explains everything.
Really?
Well, like, people keep saying there's a ghost and Brian's really sick. And... Okay.
I don't think it's any danger. I think it's just a prankster.
Now, what's it done? What have you seen? Well, you've seen a ghost.
Well, can you remember the night where there's that big crash and... No? No. Oh, you must have slept through it then. Brian jumped out his window because he got so scared.
Oh, yeah, I did. Morning.
Yeah, well, what had happened was this this ghost had taken one of the kobolds, I think it's Alfred, and was levitating him up, right? And had put a sheet over him. so that he looked like a ghost floating around in the room.
Well, so how does you know that was a ghost and Alfred doesn't just have...
Well, I don't really, but I think it seems like a thing a ghost might do.
Okay. So I'm going to get rid of this barrel of... for now. Maybe. And then we can look at it maybe another time.
Maybe if you store it somewhere, it'll ferment a bit and become better.
I was going to put it
I
in the
think that's
basement, but the... base. You wouldn't want it in your attic.
No.
Okay.
Definitely not near me.
Right. She will put it in the wheelbarrow one of the mornings when they go back to the shit shovelers and try to, like, discreetly tip it out. Go, oh, where did that come from? Oh, no.
You see these shit shovers look at each other and then just shake their heads and go back to cleaning the streets.
Okay.
Does anybody else have something they want to do over the next couple of days?
I was going to say one of the first things Brian is going to do is he's going to confront Alfred about why he was floating.
I mean, it was a ghost, boss. There's a ghost who lives here.
Yeah. Actually,
And
do you even know that it was Alfred?
Yeah, I mean,
I guess he would have told. Did you tell me afterwards?
I didn't tell you.
Nah.
Yeah, you would tell me what happened. I would. Okay, in that case, I don't go home back to the manor.
I mean, I
go back
probably would after my conversation with Errol.
I mean, you knocked yourself unconscious and just woke back up in your bed.
Yeah, I had
Some
no
glass
option the
on
first
you.
night, but
We don't even tell you it was us put you back in bed.
oh
So are you sleeping elsewhere, basically? Are you sleeping,
Yes.
like,
yes.
down by the docks and making a commute back here to do your shift every day?
Do you know what? He'd probably sleep there, but he would get the kobolds to keep watch over him all night.
Okay. Roll a persuasion check for me with advantage because the kobolds love you. from your first one. Yeah, they're not into that.
Okay. He's going to go to Trench's office.
All right. As you enter, he has an office. There's a door with a pane of glass on it with gold writing on it that says Tiger's Eye, Vincent Trench, Private Detective. You can see there's like cigarette smoke in the air.
Alright, go inside.
The man who entered the Triton, person of the deep, had a deep look of fear and desperation on his face as he entered my
Hey, Perro.
Oh, hello again. Good to see you. Sorry, I was just speaking out loud. Trent looks at you. It's like, good to see you.
Hey. So, I was wondering if you have any progress in what's been going on. I had a bit of a...
I will do,
incident
but
last
Matthew needs
night.
to read up on all that stuff. He'll give it to you next session.
Okay, that's good, yeah.
Let him
Alright.
just push you out this fourth wall.
God,
Yeah,
it was so flimsy.
I'll need to read that. I'll need to read up on it again,
That's fine.
and I'll post it up for you. He
Yeah,
will basically give you a
and-
dossier with everything written. He can find out about it.
Cool. And then he's also going to go down to the docks to inquire about that he heard of.
Yeah,
See
you
what's
get
going on with
sent
that.
out on a scavenging job. Basically, there's a lot of sunken ships in the harbour, and they tend to get buried by the silt, and then, as the tide moves, get revealed again. Sometimes they get spotted by sailors or like some of the more aquatic people who live here, and then they'll send you out because you can breathe underwater and are strong to have a look in and see if there's anything valuable. So the Guild of Submariners, or not, the Guild of Mariners, send you out to have a look at this sunken ship that's kind of been revealed recently. You splash beneath the waves, go down. It's mostly a bust. Looks like it was some sort of cargo vessel that didn't get, must have sunk 100 years ago or so and got covered up. You're not really finding anything of particular value in it, though. There's a small, there's basically just a hull sticking out of the silty water, and a plank has been broken free. So you sort of squeeze in through that plank and have a look around. Roll an investigation check for me.
Ah, shit. Can't be perception.
It can be perception. This is exploring it over a kind of period of time, so I think it is investigation.
Alright. -1.
Yeah,
That's
you don't... I mean, I don't think being perception would fix that much for you. It doesn't look like there's really much of value in here. It's kind of... Yeah. But you know what? You're still going to get paid. You bring that back to them, let them know that this ship isn't really worth their time. They'll throw you a few gold for that.
Was there an anchor?
There was indeed an anchor.
Alright, I'm going to bring the anchor back with me. And
Alright.
I'm going to leave it at my secret anchor store. Just on one of the islands in the harbour. Yep.
Sure. Alright, you do that. You've got the anchor. You're kind of squeezing your way out of the out of this this little hole. Could you roll a perception check for me?
Hey, that's a better one.
18. Nice. As you are pulling yourself out of this small sort of broken plank that you can get in and out of the ship from with this nice anchor that you've managed to get, you see coming in your direction a huge dark shape. Kind of, that way stuff further away in the water looks like a shadow at first, and then it kind of goes where you can see the shadow of something very large quickly moving in your direction.
I dash back towards the ship.
Alright, roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
Ooh. 13.
Right, you squeeze, you pull yourself back in, and just in time, you dodge a pair of jaws the size... They could swallow you whole. They could bite, a ship in half. This massive, great white Jaws-style shark comes up and snaps, narrowly avoiding you as it does so. And it's far bigger than most sharks have any right to be. It swims around the ship, stops just a little hole, and you hear in Aquin, because you speak Aquin, a voice go, "Oh, blimey, governor. Quick as ever you are. I'll give you one of these days, I will, Brian." You recognize the voice belonging to, how would you say that word?
Obliteros!
Obliteros,
I'll get you someday!
Obliteros is a giant shark, a surprisingly intelligent giant shark that lives in the bay, causing trouble, and has multiple times attempted to take a bite out of you.
I'll get you someday, girl.
Not bloody likely. Look at you. You're all little and that. I've got to try and get an Australian accent. Give me a second.
Alright.
Crikey. Oh, crikey, governor. You ain't got a chance. Little fella like you. I'm going to gobble you up one day like I'm going to gobble everyone up.
Good luck to you trying.
Call
you in.
Oh, you're acting all brave and that. Why don't you come out here and try it?
Oh, well, I try that. You come here. You step to me, mate. You step to me.
I can't. You're hiding inside a boat that I can't fit in. I can't. I don't know where
you're
this place is going.
So I imagine the rest of the crew is just yelling at, is just looking at this.
I mean, you went down there alone. You're the only one who can breathe
And the shark just
underwater.
go.
You're the only one who can breathe underwater, so you sort of went there by yourself.
Yeah.
So yeah, this big shark's like, well, you stay out of my waters. There's enough things swimming around in here these days.
Yeah. I'll get you someday, Ripper.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Make a good one to throw in the barbie someday. And I flip the bird.
You
can't do this, can you? Can you?
he lifts up one of his fins and does this at you. And, like, floats there for a second. And goes, I'll get you one day. I swear it. And he swims off. After that little encounter, you wait a little while, swim back to the surface, and get back on your boat. There's like you got like sailed out by a crusty old seafarer, and he takes you back.
But we never ask what they're crusted in.
You get paid 10 gold pieces for your time.
Hey.
10 gold pieces for your time. Obliteros did not manage to take a bite out of you this day, but
yeah,
swimming around there. And as you're kind of making your way back through the seaward towards Trollskull Manor, you do notice a familiar figure sitting on one of the docks. It's your old captain. What was her name? Sorry, I read your backstory the other day, but I've forgotten. Backstory.
Rosala.
Rosala. Yeah, you see Rosala sitting on one of the crates, bottle in one hand. Compared to how she looked in the past, she's not how you remember her. You remember her as this charismatic tiefling woman, always moving, full with life, big smile on her face, getting people to, riled up and laughing. But right now she's sitting quietly, kind of dejected looking, staring off into the ocean. She doesn't seem to have noticed you. You've just kind of noticed her as you're wandering.
Okay, walk up nearby. You're looking like shit.
She blinks bleary eyes, and you can see a mostly empty bottle of wine is hanging from her fingers, and she looks at you. Oh, Brian, you're looking fishy. I'm sure I had something witty to say, but it slipped away.
Almost turned into something nice there for a sec.
So, I was always nice to you, Brian. You were my favourite. Mostly because you could breathe underwater, which was useful.
I always had a weird way of showing it, though.
How so?
What you been up to? It's been a while.
Nothing. No crew will take me. I've got a bad reputation these days. I'm... whatever. So... drinking what I have and waiting for a boat that is desperate enough to take a down on their luck shipmate.
You could clear it pretty easily.
And how would I do that?
Just tell us what happened. Why'd you never pay us? Look, if it's a good enough excuse, I'll tell the lads, and it'll all be clear, alright?
Roll a persuasion check.
11. No.
Brian. I cannot. It's...
Yeah.
Same
answer. Same answer, I know. Look. You're not going to get much work around here. Persons lives by their words. You can't trust someone on your ship. Well, you don't get taken. I'll have a word. I'm sure I can find someone around here be willing to let you do something. Just stop with the drinking, alright? Breaking everyone's heart.
Why would you do that for me, Brian? I failed you. You should be rich right now, and instead you're going down there and risking yourself with that asshole Obliteros.
Look, you can't tell me what happened. I can't accept that, but doesn't mean that you gotta go to shit yourself, alright? Look, I hate seeing you like this. I'll see what I can do, and look, if it gets too bad, I'm staying at a place up north. It's way too far away from the docks, but we're getting to Byron soon. I heard there's going to be a party being thrown. I shouldn't be doing this, but look, come along if you want. I'll just tie yourself up, alright?
She smiles a little. It's like, thank you, Brian. You are worth 10 of the rest of these sailors.
I don't know why I keep coming back here. Alright, you.
I mean, I'm fairly certain if you don't submerge yourself in water at least once a week, you might die.
There is that.
Thing, yes.
You ran into our old friend there just earlier today. Bloody Blitterix. Blitteros.
Giant talking shark. She shakes her head. Like, I hate this city.
I mean,
I love it. I can never.
You can't even understand him. He's a dick.
I can speak Aquan.
I always forget that.
I made
Feels weird. Well, with you being red and all, it's just seemed a bit weird. Look,
Racist.
Be good, all right. See you around.
Yes, I will maybe see you at that party.
Do.
She smiles.
Very well.
Goes back to staring out across the water.
Hey, before I go, pull my finger.
She looks at your finger, and she goes, "No, pull my finger."
No. It's not how
I'll
it
pull
works.
your finger if you pull my finger.
Now it's gonna get weird.
She's holding hers out. She reaches out, takes your finger.
Alright. I pull her finger.
Okay, could you make a dexterity saving throw for me?
Okay.
Right, so the air fills with fog, and you take 8 points of fire damage as she hellish rebukes you. So there's just suddenly fog, and then we hear 2 people fart, and then a burst of flame.
Oh, you know I hate when you do that one.
And she grins. She's like, it's me who taught you.
See you around.
Does anybody else have anything they want to do over the next couple of days? I think Kevin's talking, but I cannot hear him.
Right.
Herbider.
I'm gonna hire the private eye guy to keep an ear out for anyone sporting a brand new, big, fancy, magical-looking rapier.
Okay. His normal costs for investigations are 50 gold pieces.
Oh,
Yeah, he's not cheap. He is actually quite a high-end private investigator.
but you'll definitely find something for me then, right? I can describe the rapier in perfect detail.
Yeah, I have actually been thinking about it. So the rapier, it's got a name. It's the Investigation's End. And it's not just a rapier; it's a sword cane. It was like your master's. He had a cane. He would go around because he didn't like to brandish an obvious weapon. So it was a sword cane that came out of a cane.
Also, it's better for beating peasants with.
Also better beating peasants with, exactly.
Yeah. That seems okay. Here you go. And over 50 gold.
All right, yeah, you give him 50 gold. He says he will look into it and get back to you.
If you find out anything about how they might have gotten their hands on it as well, please tell me.
Okay. All right, yeah. Vincent Trench is on the case. I'm going to just write in Discord to remind myself. Vincent Trench on the case. On the case. So I see that and remember to check into that later on. Right. So, a few more days of shit shoveling go by. You go... And you guys fall into kind of a routine. Like, you have your bar. It's in terrible condition, needs a lot of work. But Fluke has stocked it with food. You have drink arriving fairly frequently. There's also, like, if you want, you can get, like, it set up so you get, like, food delivered from the butcher and all sorts. I have a whole list of, like, guild members who can, like, help.
Jam session every
Oh
night.
my god, absolutely always food delivered all the time.
Yeah, I mean, if you want, you can put, like, some, we can say, like, 25 gold is, like, the cost to get that, like, and I'm putting all this towards your eventual, like, getting the place fixed up properly, but 25 gold is just to have the place constantly stocked with food, like, always.
Yeah, she will gladly do that.
Okay.
I'll spend 25 to get some holy water so I can, like, keep adding some to the bat and just sleep in there.
You're gonna bathe in holy water.
Yes, I'm literally going to keep submerge myself in holy water while sleeping.
Okay. So something you do notice, Brian, because you're kind of around, we'll say, when the taps get put in. As the taps are getting fixed up, one of the guys working on it, like, we know who's working on it, getting it fixed up, pops it, and it starts spewing ale out. Like, just pours out, begins to, like, land on the floor. And as you're watching, a metal bucket slides from under the bar and slides to catch the ale, so that it doesn't, like, sink into the bar wood. And no one else sort of notices it, but as it finishes, as he, like, fixes it and, like tightens it off so it stops pouring out, you see the little ale bucket, like, floats over and fills up a pint glass and then goes back down.
I'll be in my bunk.
Interesting response.
My bunk can be holy water fountain. Protection.
Gareth, do you want to try and get that? Do you try and get yourself the handkerchief?
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Yeah. How would you go about it? Because there's nobles everywhere, and they've all got handkerchiefs. What would be your approach?
Well, I think that I'm going to disguise myself into a fairly young looking elven woman.
Okay. It's just like a disguise with a disguise kit or a disguise self-spell?
With the spell.
Okay. Roll a d20. Just in case you explode.
Yeah. Nope.
Cool, you're fine. Yeah, you disguise yourself as an attractive young elven woman. So are you going to try and basically charm somebody into giving you the handkerchief?
Oh no, well, sort of. Well, I'll wander around into the street, and when I see, maybe one or two noble people wandering around, I'll just burst into unconsolable tears. I'm just crying my eyes out, and I look absolutely inconsolable and sobbing. And I can't even. I'm muttering to myself, but you can't even hear what I'm saying. The sobs is just.
Roll a deception check for me.
What?
Sorry,
Where this is happening? Where is this happening?
Somewhere in the city. There's no. Oh.
God, that was awful.
Oh,
They shuffle on by, made awkward by your show of public emotion.
Wow.
Wise person.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Go back to the drawing board on that one. I'll need to come up with something different.
Yeah.
Maybe delicate ears.
So your first attempt fails, and about the rest of the 10 days goes by, and you're on your last day working for the dung sweepers, and the head dung sweeper, a kind of burly fellow who spends his days, cleaning the streets of rubbish and fecal matter, goes, "Well, I gotta say, bit apprehensive about having you lot looking out for my guys. It's been a quiet week, but, thanks for doing it. You've done, I guess, Lord's lines, follow through sometimes and actually look out for us little folk. So, yeah, thanks. And I'm glad, there wasn't anything untowards, that it was an easy 10 days. Oh my god, look over there, there's a carrion crawler. Fucking hell! And a carrion crawler comes bursting out of the side corridor.
That was really specific.
Being chased by 2 guards. Could I get everyone to roll initiative?
Oh god, not a carrion crawler.
Nope.
Everybody should be at full strength because they've had several days to rest.
Holy shit, I go first. What the fuck am I doing?
I've never. Oh god.
There's probably a more subtle way of me doing this, but I was like, nah, fuck it.
I've come across these once before. I believe it was my first. Was it my first ever character death?
Oh really?
Oh no!
I looked into a well.
And a fucking carrion crawler just grabbed him and dragged him in, and there was nothing we could do.
Jesus.
Yep, they just left me there to be digested over the course of like a week.
You fell into the Sarlacc pit.
Yep. Okay.
Alright, Harold, you're the first to react. You see the dung sweepers just start running in various directions, and you can hear something like slithering, and you hear the voice like, "Look out! Look out! It came out of the sewers! It's fucking crazy!"
I'll poke my head around the corner.
Right, you poke your head around the corner. Oh, what's going on? A giant fucking larval monster is slithering in your direction.
Fuck!
Well,
Fuck! He panics. What do I do in a situation like this? Tell a joke? I cast hideous laughter on it. Can it go prone? We'll find out.
See how intelligent it is.
Or you. You look like a great big parasite thing. You may as well be a fucking Mars Lord.
There we go.
I will cast hideous laughter on it,
Okay.
and then I will run behind Errol. Errol, there's a great big slimy slithery thing in front of me. You're a big strong bloke, aren't you? Oh wait, you're not.
What?
Brian's on the other side. Save me! And I will use my bonus action to inspire you.
Brian, it's your go.
I choose to go crazy.
Oh, also, does it need to make a wisdom save? Because I've made it chuckle.
No, it does not. It's very dumb.
No, fuck.
And fuck it, let's reckless. Whoa! Hey, 17.
17 hits. So yeah, you see this strange creature charging your direction, and you just run up and slam your nice new anchor into it with a meaty slap. Anything else?
No, that's me.
Brinny.
How high is the building?
They're pretty tall. 30, 40 feet. Like 3 stories.
Build a character.
Shoot, climb, then climb,
Okay.
shoot.
Yeah, plan is I'd like to use my my tabaxi speed
Pew.
to zip up to the top. Once on the top, I'm going to try to break its eye line and hide if I can.
Okay.
As a bonus action. Again, feel free to say, no, I've moved too far or whatever.
I'm just thinking about that. How much movement would you have with your tabaxi speed?
So I have 30 regular. Oh, hang on, 20 climbing.
Okay.
So
I think it would take all your movement to, like, get up there. Because, like I said, they're like 30, 40 feet tall. 10 feet just to get to the wall.
So I can't, from where I am, I can't use my bonus action to try to break eyeline and hide.
You'd have to, like, move further back on the thing and then come back to break eyeline. Because the only thing to break eyeline is, like, the steep vertical bit. I suppose it's very steep. Sure, but you'll have disadvantage.
On my hide check, is it?
On your stealth check, yeah. We'll cover it that way.
Fair enough. And then I pull out my short bow and thinking I'm being really clever and stealthy, I pew a shot at it.
Okay.
Pew!
13.
13 hits it for
Oh.
14 damage. It wails in pain as your bolt strikes it.
Alright, and that's it for me.
Alright. Early on.
Huh? What's this? Oh shit!
I fucking told you.
That's a more actual Burning Hands roll. Dex save. It fails and takes 9 fire damage. Could you roll to see if you destroy the world?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Nearly.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Tom missed the first wild magic surge.
What?
Yeah,
Yep.
gain the ability
What
to
happened?
teleport. You
Wasn't
can
too
teleport
exciting.
as a bonus action. It actually was very helpful.
Something good
I
happened.
was-
That's boring.
I was very, very nearly a potted plant.
Oh, really?
As one off.
Oh,
It's your go.
okay. She's gonna move forwards a little bit, and she's going to invoke listen.
Yes. Shitty.
Oh, trying to click on it. Is that the one? Yeah.
Alright.
So she'll create a duplicate over just one up.
Perhaps even
And
a.
yeah, she might move
duplicate.
down so she can. And for now, it's just going to be like, "Oi, look at! I'm over here. I'm really, good to eat. I don't know, like, yeah."
Alright. The two guards chasing it jog kind of over. What? And they're going to take the bonus. They're going to take prepare an action to stab it if it tries to run away. The carrion crawler on its turn. It's got two choices of target. So one is Brine, one is Fluke. Brine,
Yep.
it's going to try and tentacle you.
Ooh.
It hits you for 6 poison. 6 poison damage, and could you make a con save for me? Which you pass happily. And then it's going to bite Brine. 12 misses you, though, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Alright, so you take 6 poison damage. It,
I did reckless though, if that makes
12.
a difference.
It was still 12. So we see it like slap at you with its tentacles. They like claw at your flesh, but you grit your teeth and push through. And then Harold, it's your turn.
Well, he didn't find me funny. I don't know what I can do now, guys. Really, I'm useless at this point. Is people looking a bit tentacled by the thing? Like,
I mean, the tentacles are like stabbing at Brine.
I will. Brave. I'll go up here, and I will pull my loot out, and I go, Boing! And I'll cast Thunderwave.
Okay.
Do a big power chord. I'll say to the guys behind him, "You have it."
So wait, where exactly do you cast this Thunder Wave?
Yeah, in the squares that aren't nice people's.
Okay.
It's gonna fuck up someone's house.
Yeah, you're gonna fuck up someone's house. All right.
That's
roll.
what. Power chord, twang. Ooh, 8 thunder.
All right. And
Made-
it's a con save for it, which it passes, taking 4 damage. It roars in pain as it is blasted by when it does, the wall next to it gets covered in cracks. The windows explode inwards, and inside you see a little halfling family kind of look out like, "Ooh, what's going on?"
Covered in glass shards.
Covered in shards of glass. Like, "Ooh, see my porridge." Ooh. Brian, I think it's your
It's
go.
a big house for some halflings. Yeah, guess what I'm gonna do. Yeah.
Oh!
How do you finish off this carrion crawler?
I look for any glass shards that are sticking out of it from the window, if there's any,
Yeah, it's covered in glass on one side.
and I'm going to aim my hammer right at that. And as it takes the hammer blow, it just shatters the glass inside it as well, sending splinters all through its body.
All right, so you just bring up you use the flat of your anchor instead of the corner like you normally do. Smash it into it with a nice resounding thud, and you push the glass into its skin. Some of it entering the creature's eye, opening up many bloody wounds. It thrashes around and panics for a second before falling to the ground and dying. As it falls to the ground dead, the lead Dunsweeper goes up next to Erlan and goes, "Well, couldn't have been too simple, I guess. Welcome to Waterdeep."
Good thing we were here.
Good luck getting that in the cart.
As they say that, the 2 guards kind of jog up and they go, "Didn't Volo tell us about you?" And I think that's where we'll end the game today. So we've finished this little section of the game. You met most of your neighbours. You never got around to meeting the Dragonborn and some other folks, but you meet them later. And you did some stuff for some of the factions. So everybody has renown with... let me see. Everyone has renown with the Lord's Alliance. 1 renown with them.
Oh.
So I had 1 renown with one renown with the Lord's Alliance. 1 renown with the Zentarum from earlier in the game. You also gain 1 renown with the Grey Hand.
The what?
The Grey Hand. That is the Blackstaff's organization.
Grey hand.
So you have Errol still has to get a silk handkerchief to a tiefling girl at some stage, but
Yeah.
other than that, I think that this section of the story sort of done for now. We're moving on to the next section next week, and that means everybody levels up to level 3.
Yay!
Yeah,
Party.
you're all real adventurers now.
I'm a real adventurer. Oh fuck! I don't know what to think. Is my
important.
Alright, everyone watch Errol.
Yeah, this is happening.
Oh.
Imagine.
You ready?
Hey! Did you just go, oh?
Ooh, I got a good one as well.
I imagine Harold wouldn't have a glass jaw too much.
Well,
Well, actually, he's secretly a Ponce, so...
shut up.
Oh, got to choose an archetype now.
I know. I'm
I've
actually
got to
curious,
choose
what
college.
archetypes are people... I know, obviously, Flute goes from day 1, so you're the good old sneaky bard, sneaky clerics. I'm tired. I think you just get 2nd level spells now, don't you? Yes.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Kevin, what's Bruni going to be? Is she a investigator, or is she a swashbuckler?
Mastermind.
Mastermind. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was figuring you'd be going investigator from some of the stuff I saw, but mastermind makes sense as well.
Investigators are very good.
I have the most niche planned ever. I'm going to go mastermind to get the forger's kit and to be able to help people as a bonus action. And then I'm going to take keen mind at level 4 so that I can remember things to forge.
Okay, I see.
It is
makes
the
sense
most
because-
niche strategy I could come up with.
And it makes sense because you used to keep notes, I think, for your master was one of the things, so yeah.
Yeah.
Earl, you just get your second level spells. What's Harold going to be?
I have no fucking idea.
No? Well, that's fine. We can leave it for next week. There's a bunch of different things Harold could be.
I know. It's like you probably could be a law bard, but it's kind of boring. And
I could definitely see him being a Valor Bard or a College of Glamour or Whispers. Or...
Go Glamour, seriously. It's amazing.
It is good.
I want to do something new. I was thinking of College of the is it Whispers?
College
Yeah.
of Whispers, yeah, is the kind of
Spooky.
spooky
Yeah,
version.
we haven't seen one of those yet.
Yeah, that's quite cool.
Yeah.
That's what Jock will eventually be one day down the line, but not for
You will need to
time.
do weapon attacks at some stage,
Really?
George.
I've done them every now and again.
I miss Jacques. Not been in a game for
I would
ages.
love to play Jock, but like timing
Yeah.
does not work out that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And any idea what Brian's going to be?
I'm thinking, what's it called? Storm Herald of the Sea.
Ooh, that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, so you'll
So
get
I'll
the
just
little
be
lightning
throwing
bolts.
down some lightning bolts.
Cool, that makes sense. I like it.
Mm.
Alright, so we'll see all that next week as we start the next section of Waterdeep Dragon Heist, which is nicely called Fireball.
Oh.
Urbigerd. I can't
That's
imagine what
my
it's
fault.
about.
Who can survive a fireball right now?
I mean,
If I
Well-
pass my deck save, which is
This is
very
all going to be
likely.
my fault, isn't it?
I mean, maybe.
Boo-boo.
Oh, I might survive that fireball.
How much if
So do I.
8d6?
Yeah.
Oof.
I live.
Oh,
What's
I
the
live.
DC though?
Oh god, if it's 24, I'm fucked.
I'm dead.
Oh.
I'm absolutely dead.
They're always dead. Always.
Even if I fail, I survive by 1.
Beefy boy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Beefy barbarian boy.
So if a healing factor kick in, you know.